Hi everyone. I would like to just do a quick tutorial on a couple of my favorite drop D tuning songs. They're not necessarily supposed to be in the key in D. Well, one of them is, but I like to do them in D just because I can get that bass note. If I'm playing alone or in a duo, it works out really nice. So the first one, Steve Earle tune, Copperhead Road, is a natural for this drop D. It's played in D to begin with, but Steve does it on a mandolin. But anyway, I like it because I can get that, get a really droning sound if I just hit that every once in a while. But the pattern for playing it on the guitar is basically you're going to mostly keep the ring finger rooted on the second string, 3rd fret. And it's only going to move when you go to play the G and the C. Now, ordinarily you could do a G like this if you don't do the drop D tuning, right? And you would keep it rooted, and the C, right? But since we're in drop D, you have to play a G like this, right? Up on the 5th. Up on the 5th. And you don't even really have to do it. I do out of reflex. But you don't even have to do that if you stay to the bottom strings, right? So anyway, let's move on to the main riff of the song. And basically it's ring finger, pinky finger are going to be most of the action here. So and sorry I lied, I guess your ring finger is going to move away a little bit even on that part too. So basically you're doing a lift and a hammer on, and then hitting that 4th fret on the 3rd string. This is all action on the 3rd, even when you move. And then what I do is I bring my middle finger up to the 5th fret, so I can do. So, my name's John Lee Pettymore, same as my daddy and his daddy before. Hardly ever saw granddaddy around here, only came to town about twice a year. Running to the east and some copper line. Everybody knew that he made me shine. And here's where the G comes in, the G-C. Well, the revenue man wanted granddaddy bad, headed to the holler with everything they had. Before my time, but I've been told he'll never come back from Copperhead Road. Right? And so that's the way that goes. Now you notice when you're going between the 1st and the 2nd verse, you're coming in nice and quiet, right? With now between the 2nd and 3rd verse, and then at the end, it has that right. So how does it go? You smell the whiskey burning from Copperhead Road. And then after the 3rd verse, you know, well, the DA got a chopper in the air, for Charlie, don't you know, never come back from Copperhead Road. Woo! Copperhead Road. Copperhead Road. Right, so there's a Steve Earle tune, Copperhead Road. I'm sure you can put it together from there. You got the basics of all the mechanics. The next tune that I'd like to do in drop D is not done in D at all. I believe it's done in F. It's a Tom Petty tune, Free Falling. So let's go through that. It's much simpler. There's a lot fewer change-ups and chords and such on that one. So Free Falling. Okay, like I say, I don't believe that Tom actually did this one in D at all. I believe it's in F, right? So, oop. Right, yeah. So it's in F on the video. So you won't be able to play along unless you capo it somewhere. I don't know where you would capo it. I don't want to figure it out. But anyway, the way I do it in drop D, and this finger is going to remain a lot more stationary, right? So it's she's a good girl, loves her mama, loves Jesus and America too. So you're basically doing a D, and then you're coming up here, you're dropping your pinky down on the first finger, 3rd fret, which is a G, right? So if you're not doing it in drop D, you can just right. So anyway, so it's drop your pinky, and then I'm just putting my index finger over the 3rd, 4th string on the 2nd fret, leaving this finger here, doing an A, I believe that's an add 9. And it's basically this ad nauseum throughout basically the whole thing. The only place where you can do something a little different, and this is nice especially if you're doing it with a duo, is the one person can continue to do that, right? And the other person, you know, where they do that dun 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 dun, right? You can do that using the 5th string, starting on using the 5th fret, the 10th, back to the 5th, 12th, and then you go 5th, 10th, 5th, open. So okay, so when I'm doing that, I'm not really using this top string, and not so much the B string. Right, you don't want to do that. You want to stick primarily to the bottom strings. So basically you're doing these bottom 4 strings for that part, and then you just go back into it. And from there you've got everything you need to put together Free Falling. Okay, so there you have the mechanics for 2 really great songs in drop D. Either one of them, I mean, you can do the whole thing as a solo or as a duo. You can add a little bit of depth to it, especially with Free Falling. And